right, those are the highlights that you'll be seeing tonight on Z Connect. And it's now time for the chat, where we chat about different issues that are in the entertainment industry. Now, an issue of concern is artists' failure to show up at their events. You find that an artist is on this banner and he's expected to be the main act at an event. The event comes and he's nowhere to be seen. So the team is here, my girl Helen and Ken, and we'll be talking about this issue. I'm sure you guys have experienced such before, right?
You're okay, Fists.
How are you doing? Sorry. Yeah.
I think the long weekend was too nice.
Yeah, the long weekend was really nice. So many events. So I'm a bit, hyped up, and I just want to get on with the show. But yeah, you guys were actually in Livingston over the long weekend, right?
Yeah.
How was that?
Oh, we had fun. Livingston is always fun. A lot of things happening. It's a place where people are always having fun from morning to whatever time they sleep. I think they sleep
capital.
6 a.m.
And how was the event that you went to cover?
I think the event was nice the first day. I think everyone performed very well, and it was live music. It was impressive to see all our local artists performing live, starting from Maketu, Israel. People like Israel perform live. Kenny One. Wow. They were all performing live. It was impressive. Though on the second day, there were certain artists that people were expecting to see. They were on the banner, like you said, but they didn't show up.
That takes us to our topic.
Yeah. It was bad.
It was bad. Especially a town like Livingston. In Lusaka, maybe people can take it for granted because they see these artists almost every weekend, But the Livingston one was a musical festival where on first day, Friday, there were certain artists lined up. Second day, Saturday, there were certain artists lined up. Third day, Sunday, there were also artists lined up. So on the first day, we had Israel, we had Chameleon, we had Dambisa, and, they all pitched and did their thing. So on the third day, there were people expecting to have JK, they were expecting to have Dambisa again, they were expecting to have Mampi, they were expecting to have Chameleon. So these other artists that performed on Friday were just backup for the second day. But the main artist, who's JK and Mampi, did not actually pitch on that day. And you know how they're just people that paid me, I want to go and see JK. They're just people that paid me.
Because most people have their favorites, so they go there for that particular artist.
And the thing is, the other artists, people saw them the day before. So they're saying, okay, last night, though, JK wasn't there, Mampi wasn't there, so...
Yeah, so no matter what you can do to cover up, even if you bring, suddenly you just bring an artist to cover up because JK is not there, it doesn't work like that because they're really people that invested to just go and see those artists that were supposed to be there. And I think this is a problem that is wide. It's not just about the artists, it's not just about the organizers. It's not like artists organize their own, functions. Mostly it's organizers that deal with artists. So you see, in a case where these artists didn't pitch, obviously the organizer panicked a lot because firstly, the reputation of a place and the organizer is at stake. And also to some extent, what artists don't realize is that their reputation is also at stake if they don't pitch, you see. So I think it created a lot of commotions, and obviously the most affected people were the fans because they needed to get what they paid.
Because you make someone panic. Firstly, they spend money, they pay you because an artist.
And these days artists have to be paid at least
before,
half.
Down payment. First, he spends money, he pays you, he books accommodation for you guys. He's prepared all that in advance. Adverts were not free. He had to advertise that show. He paid. We have to look at how much he put in. And then he's got a place. He's got a reputation to keep. Like he said, the place. People will be saying, me, I can go to that club. When they say this person is coming,
they don't show up.
They don't show up.
Yeah, true.
They made the person panic. You could even see the owner now. He doesn't know what to do with the people who want to see those people on stage.
Yeah. So and I'll tell you the truth, he was really upset. And he actually showed me the contract. Look, I was communicating with these people, like even 2 days before the event, and that's really bad because 2 days before the event, you really know whether you're going to turn up or you're not going to be there. And these people assured me they were going to come and, be part and parcel of the event. But on the actual day, that's when someone is saying we're not going to be there. So how does someone make a plan B when you've just informed them hours before?
I think where they're getting it wrong. The last time I spoke to Maureen Nilanda, I had an interview with her, and she said the biggest weakness of us artists is we double book. So there's a show this side and a show this side. and you think, okay, nzakwanisa, here I'll play at this time to this time, and this side I'll play at this time, but you don't know how the program is. So at the end of the day, you disappoint the other side, which shouldn't be the case. We just need to prioritize. I think artists have to be disciplined themselves, disciplined to say, okay, I'm only going to have one show, and I'll give the best for this show. So this double booking thing is,
and you know, maybe if you can double book if something is closer, like you say within Lusaka, you can say, Lusaka, maybe Lusaka curfew, you can risk that, but still not very good. But at least if it's not where it's in Livingston, maybe you're in Lusaka and you're saying I'll perform in Lusaka, that's not possible. And we need to understand that the artist, let me just talk on the part of the artist. You yourself need to have a good reputation. Imagine another person wants to book. Because you know, sometimes these places, people who go and watch are those people who own other places. They want to see how you're going to perform. Then they hear you didn't show up. They ask, was he paid? Yes, this person was paid. Do you think that person would want to get you? Yes, you might be making money with a lot of other shows, but losing one customer makes you not good enough. Because you need the money. You need to have as many customers as possible. So even if you say, I have money booking, you always need another person to approach you because you don't know, maybe they can offer you a better deal. So I think they need to understand that their reputation is very important. Reputation is because there'll be a point where you will need a show. And maybe the only person who would have given you a show is that person who thinks you will not show up. They are no longer confident in you. And they don't know if they book you, if the people will come and watch you, because they don't know if you'll be there.
And I think one thing I just think is that I think artists take it for granted, you know, okay, if it fails, I think this side I'll just send back the money. But it's not about giving back the money, the down payment that you got. Look, it's about, for example, in Livingston, you know, there were rooms booked, you know. If someone doesn't show up, the money is non-refundable. You can't go because you booked for a room and say, give me that, because you've already booked, you see. And also there's advertising, like Helen said. There's a lot of things. So that money, even if you give it back, it's not going to pay back the loss of the organizer. So I think one thing artists need to do is that they need to also protect their reputation and also have a heart, you know, for people that have put in a lot and go an extra mile to even pay them and bring them. So yeah, it's an issue.
Also on Sunday night, actually, Ghanaian dancehall artist
Kaki.
She was in the country. She performed at the trade fair, and she was supposed to come to perform at Hollywood City nightclub on Sunday night,
and she
didn't show up. So it was you can't know whether it was her side of the deal or the organizers failed to meet her needs. But at the end of the day, there were people there, fans, anxiously waiting till 01:02 for this person. And
wasting people's time. Maybe people didn't even want to go out. They said, oh, I want to go and watch Kaki then.
So at the end of the day, it will fall back onto the organizers to say, okay, they were not serious. How did they fail to get this person here? And it's very hard also to give an explanation. What are you going
I was about to say that. You cannot explain the situation. The situation is between you as the organizer and the artist. But you know, fans are not going to understand. As long as you haven't done what you have advertised for, it's difficult. You're not going to explain to each one of them, okay, no, this one did not pitch because there was this.
You know, sometimes organizers put in their level base, then things just go haywire. There's nothing they can do. You know where you have no control. At some point, you have no control. Even if you say, I'll sue this person later, the fact is you have to deal with those fans who are there already, which is really bad. It's a sad thing. I just hope we can just, you know, I think you shouldn't show up where it's really understood. You really wanted to go. Maybe you got sick. Anyone can get sick. We understand and say, oh, this person. Not you don't show up because you've got another show. You knew you had another show. So don't say I didn't know I have two shows. It's you who was booking both places. So why didn't you show up?
But at the end of the day, even short notice, again, it also affects, because you have another show and then you decide, okay, the day before, I'll inform them the day before that I can't pitch.
It's not fair.
They've been advertising for a month. They've sold tickets. The tickets are sold out for you. And the day before the event, you say, I won't make it.
And you know, someone even goes to the extent of saying, no, I'll not manage, but maybe in my place I can send you another artist, you know? So that you cover up that money.
My dear, the advert was meant for you. You doesn't.
And the other artist wasn't even on them anymore.
Maybe some people don't understand that they have fans that I can be your fan, I cannot be his fan.
Yeah.
So if they say Mooka is coming, I'm there to watch Mooka. You don't bring
So
me
I
Ken.
don't know what.
You
what-
don't bring.
Maybe I don't even like his music.
Maybe,
you see,
maybe you
and
know.
I don't even know what that artist that you're sending is going to say. Maybe he's going to say, okay, my name is DJ Cosmo, I'm representing JK, or my name is
you
what.
see?
It still doesn't make sense at the
And
end
you
of
know,
it.
there's maybe this is what artists should know. Guys, you have fans.
That's the thing.
You have specific fans that follow you, and you need to respect them, because without them you are not going to be making that money you're making. Because I mean, who's going to pay you if you're not bringing any fan? So you need to understand that you have a specific fans who follow you. So you need to respect every time somebody books you. You need to know that there are people who are following me in this area, and I need to go and do what I have to do for these people, because these are the people who are making me get paid. Maybe they should stick that in their heads.
And
I'm
they're
not
just
happy at
certain
all.
artists.
I'm not
There
No,
are
you're not. You're
There are
not.
certain,
happy
there are
at all.
certain artists that, you know, in the industry have been labeled to be very difficult. Even when organizers want to book them, they really have to think twice, no matter how
Yeah.
much they want them.
That's
you see?
a bad name.
So that's
a bad reputation to have.
That's really a bad name.
That's really bad. So I think artists out there have got the point.
Yeah, they need
Because-
to know. They have fans.
And this has been happening for I don't know how long. Sana boy, and then you know, some of us think, okay, the event took place, and in the morning you're asking people, so how was the? No, he didn't show up.
He didn't show up.
didn't show up.
Yeah.
And you're like, but how? I know, last minute just decided that there's something else happening. So I think they need to give loyalty to their fans first of all,
Yeah.
and not double book.
No.
Yeah, true that.
Yes,
They
we know
need
money is
biggest
nice.
word,
Money is
respect
very
your
nice,
fans.
but-
That person wasn't going to book if you don't have any fan. It's
You
like
see?
calling Hellen to
Yeah.
perform. Who's coming to watch Hellen to perform? She doesn't have fans.
So I think this is an issue that it's becoming very alarming now. So we really had to talk about it. So thank you so much, guys. I think artists there have heard, and all the fans. I mean, I'm a fan. I'm someone's fan as well, and I wouldn't like to be treated like that. I go to watch someone, and someone else is on stage, and I'm being told that they have another show, and they were double booked, and all that. We don't want those stories. We just want you guys to be loyal to your fans. So that's what we had on the chat. Right about now, we're going to be going to our DJ for the week and finding out more about him. Take a look.